Well guys, it is finally Derby time in southern Indiana. This is the first Derby that I'm aware of that is happening in southern Indiana this year, due to all the things going on in the world. But finally, we're here for a Derby that is not 4 or more hours away from my house. You guys will probably recognize this place. I go here every year. One of my favorite fairs to go film a demolition derby up on the blocks like usual. We're at the Scott County Fairgrounds here in Scottsburg, Indiana for their demolition derby. We're about an hour until derby time and there is cars still rolling in right now as we speak. What is on tap for tonight? We got big car pro stock and we got mini cars on tap for tonight, and there's a car there and another car over there. Big car pro stocks rolling in right now. You guys will recognize some names, recognize some numbers, as I do go here every year, and we are down by my neck of the woods here in southern Indiana. So we're going to take a walk around, see who's all here, what's showing up, and what can we expect here from Scottsburg. There's a lot of cars here. I believe probably around 30 big cars and possibly hitting 20 minis. So here we got Lloyd Kirkham. And here we got Jordan Kirkham, father and son. We've seen them run at the Urban Destruction show in Evansville. We've also seen them at Sturgis. Great builders, great looking cars for tonight. These Fords look nasty. Gonna be ones to watch out for tonight, that is for sure. Nasty, nasty looking rides. Few cars down this way. This is a nice pit area, guys, and surprisingly it's pretty dry. They've had rain on and off around this area this whole entire week. Past 2 days it's been dry. They are scraping what was soupy parts of the track right now as we speak. We'll go through this whole line of cars and we'll circle our way around the back stretch. A lot of cars here. Z of Riley, we see him here every year at Scottsburg. He's back in an oval window Ford. Nice looking pointy, Dixon built, Amish built pointy. And like a postal Mopar type rear end. A lot of these guys are running them Amish looking pointies and postal Mopar rear ends. Looks like for the mini class you're allowed rollover cage, 4-point cage, swap bumper. Here is the oldest car here tonight. 1962 Suicide Lincoln. This car, guys, is clean. This thing is nasty looking. Take a look on the inside. This thing is pretty clean for a 62. Beautiful, beautiful ride. A Power White, Brandon White, and a 74 Cadillac. Going back up for retag, we got the 77. Seen this guy run at the Indiana State Fair last year. This guy actually won Indiana State Fair last year. Derby 77. I believe it was in, I believe he had an orange and black 98 to 02 bubble last year at State Fair. So he just came here with a box Vic.
Look at me. You know that car that was meant to car because it was so soft? Driving? You gonna drive? I went down.
Coming up here, we got another Pro Stock car. I believe we've seen him run, I believe that was the same car last year at, I want to say here at Scottsburg for their fair. Possibly could have been at Paoli, if I do remember right. I remember seeing that same car in the roof sign, I remember it. Still cars rolling in the back, and we see here another Pro Stock car. Here we got Dave Tarnay. Looks like a 98 to 02. A lot of 98 to 02s here, guys. There's not that much old iron here, but there is some old iron here. Ready to see if they can. We'll see who wins, guys. Put down in the comments below here in the Prelude. What do you think's gonna win tonight? Old iron or one of these Vics? It's 65. Andrew Tarr coming off last year's win in the Paoli Fall Show. Landon Hazelwood in a 90s Lincoln Town Car. Nice postal Mopar rear end under this thing. Huge gas tank. Landon's ready to last all night. Look at the crease job. Look at the crease job that Landon's got on this. Here's the body rail. Pushed all the way in. Cameron Fields did not film Bedford last weekend, but
yeah. Hey, just don't overwork them. If that impact, it'll break them off.
You've got three slices.
Supposed to have a 1 inch slice all the way through.
At this point, they ain't gonna look at it real hard.
Now why'd you do that?
4-door oil iron. Getting things patched up, getting things ready to go. A few more mini cars sitting over here. You guys see your car? See a car you know? Make sure you guys put in the comments where your car is. Timestamp it in the video. Awesome to see if you guys are in the videos. Over here, nice. Believe this is a Chevy Lumina. Yes, bubble Chevy Lumina. down this way, we got part of the Wiseman crew. You guys have seen them run Harrison County Fair last year. You guys seen them run at the Paoli Derby last year. And they're here with 2 cars. I believe they're also going to be back in Paoli in 2 weeks. Paoli Derby in 2 weeks. Sean coming off his win at Bedford just last weekend.
Tanner, how many cars is there, Bo?
There's a good plenty. I want to say at least 20 of you mini guys.
Really?
Every bit of it.
Damn.
Yeah.
How many feet do you think?
Probably around 25, 30. Should be pretty good. You guys can tell it's still a little soupy around here. We'll go through this line and we'll come all the way back over here. Check out these guys. Last minute increasing going on.
I've been drinking. I'm not drinking.
105 Hayes here with a Lincoln Town car. Junkie here with a 90s, early 90s Crown Vic. Prostal Mopar under that rear end as well.
Bone stock.
Bone stock.
Pretty much.
Jeremy Hayes, we've seen him run last year at the Paoli Fall Show. Also seen this car, Matt Smith, also in the Fall Show, Paoli last year. He actually got put on top of a roof of another car directly in front of me at Paoli.
Excuse me. Are you multi-demo?
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, man. I'm Jaden. I'm a longtime fan.
thank you, bud. So Matt brought this car back from Paoli Fall Show, rolling perfect in the rear. See what Matt can do tonight and see what Jeremy can do. This also was from the Paoli Fall Show as well. A lot of cars still left from that Fall Show are here. We got 342 of Devin Gilstrap. Seen him run many times here in a Box Lincoln, excuse me, Box Vic for Devin. He has another car that is ready for Freedom Hall. Fortunately, due with COVID, Freedom Hall got pushed all the way back to October. 99 of Brad Williams. Leftover car from the Paoli show. He's also running Tony Judd's 13X roof sign for a memory of Tony Judd. If you guys were here last year for the Gun Go Fall Show, we filmed, we had Tony Judd here that was battling cancer. We were raising money for him. They had a Gut and Go mini raffle car all for him. Unfortunately, Tony did lose his battle with cancer back in April. So thoughts are still with Tony and his family, but that's awesome that Brad's running his roof sign tonight. So we're gonna wish Brad a lot of luck and see if Tony's watching over him. 55, Mikey Williams. Angela Williams, Brad's wife, running in her mini car. This is not her first rodeo in these mini cars. She ran a few last year, running Jet 13X on the side of her car in memory of Tony as well. There's a lot of purple going around. So see what Angela can do in the mini class. That is going to be a wicked mini car class tonight. One to watch out for. What do we have here? This is another mini car. And I've seen this thing pull in earlier, did not know what it was. This is a Nissan. This is a newer Nissan Altima. Never seen one of these things run, but up by Indy, and that southern part of the state, there's a lot of these beginning to come and run. There's a pretty decent amount of these Nissans running up in Indy that you guys hopefully will see sometime this year. Us go up near Indy again. Still inspecting cars right now. There's cars still coming in. Whole line of cars getting into the pit area. Not Derby cars, fans. They're trying to get into the pit area, and there's probably a few Derby cars that is stuck in that line. We got 13 of Justin Cheatham, and what is this thing? Off the top of my head, I do not know what this thing is. Seen him run Prelude Fall Show. That's the same car they had at that fall show. Looks like we got Andrew Park in the 57.
Hey, why'd you put a steel beam in here?
There's small one.
Sliding off. Is it sliding off?
We'll finally finish with this group of cars, and that will probably do it for our prelude, guys. There's a lot of cars here. We are coming up on the 17th minute of this prelude. You guys have been asking for longer preludes this year, so we're giving you some longer preludes, guys. A lot of cars to go through, more to talk about. Five of Boswell. Nasty looking four-door. Look at that four-door caddy. Inch 55, Jordan Hatton. We actually tried to see him run last weekend when it was in Portland. Had a fire in the battery compartment, did not get to pull off the line, so we brought it to do some damage here in Scottsburg. Here we got the lamb chop, Curtis, back with the same car. You guys remember this car got put up on the wall not once, but twice, at the Prelude Fall Show last year. So Curtis, best of luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Got the 05 Jesse Fink. We've seen, I believe this is the same car from Prelude Fall Show as well last year. A lot of these guys that are running these Amish Dixon pointy bumpers are not putting that steel beam that a lot of you guys have seen run these. 913 of Cornette. 90s Lincoln Town Car. 907 Dustin Cross, again, another wicked Amish built pointy bumper. I've seen these bumpers go all types of ways. Some of these guys are just putting steel beams right here to make them try to be flush, so these bumpers don't go all sorts of ways in the frame rails. I've seen 3 of these now. All were at Metal Mayhem that had one frame rail go completely up and then in to their engine cradle. So make sure you guys pay attention to these Amish built pointy bumpers and see how these things do, especially in a pro stock kind of mod class like these are. 91 Dustin Wiggins, another local. All these guys right here are the local crew. Now Dustin, he actually put a steel beam in between his points, so hopefully it don't go all sorts of ways. It'll only go one way when he makes that hit, so the hit absorbs the whole entire bumper and just not one side and not one side of that frame rail like a lot of these Amish pointies love to do. 15H Shiloh Hurt, Shiloh, another local around this area. I believe this was the same car from Paoli last year. He took second in the summer derby. I'm not sure what place he got in the fall derby then. But Shiloh, he is back. There's a lot of cars here, guys. That is going to do it, guys. There's a lot of cars here. We're getting ready to have some demolition derby action. We're set up on the blocks like we are every year here. And it's going to be a darn good show. A lot of cars, these Pro Stocks and these Minis. There's a lot of guys here that are not here to play around. They're here to junk some stuff, and hopefully you guys are going to see a lot of junk made tonight here in Scottsburg, and we're going to have it all for you guys. And hopefully we won't have SD problems like we had last week in Portland. But stay tuned, guys. We still have plenty of derby action left to film this year. At least another 10, maybe even 15 shows if we get around to it. But until then, guys, it is derby time here in Scottsburg. They're about to announce the drivers meeting in about 10 to 15 minutes. So we're going to get set up and we're going to have some derby action coming your way.